Morning, one and all. The students, is a live streaming. Even you can access to the YouTube live streaming from the our Ambedkar Open University link. Today's unit is Information Society. Main objectives of this lesson, the completion of this lesson, can be aimed to the read. After reading this unit, what is the emerging technologies are available in the present trends and technologies. After this unit, we can come to know the difference between information technology, computer technology, and communication technology. Last, we are able to discuss the role of the information in the field of information society, mainly in LIS, Library and Information Science. And also, it is able to explain what is the role of electronic databases and telecommunication networks in the information communication at the level of organization or else at any institution. It also helps to describe the concept of information society. The term includes knowledge society too. You can see the introduction about the information society. Decades before establishing of information age or establishing of technology advancements taken place. Previously, it was an agrarian society, depends upon the agriculture for hunt for the food initially. Later, industrial revolutions come up with the technology as a compensation to the muscle power to make the production of the agriculture sector based on the needs of the society. Revolution taken place as mass production of the products to meet the needs of the society. Mainly industrial societies occurred and come up with the mechanism of the process of services. Later, information taking place as a key role, advancement of technology, telecommunications network, accelerated the access to the information called as the information age or information society. In 5 decades, information revolution taken place based on the information exchange between the society, mainly human society, interlinked with the culture, capacity, and communication techniques. You can see the information technology. Mainly, it communicates the technology, reduce the barriers to reach the end user, involving of information and communication technology. As for the UNESCO, you can see the information technology, this newly evolving discipline. It influenced not only the communication between culture, not only between communication with the organizations, it became as an open society to exchange of information, to become as an asset to the knowledge society. Knowledge society and information society, thin variation will be there. Information society, based on the intellectual communication, develop the knowledge society. It's a beyond the economic growth, added advantage to the social conditions of the world. Now we can call it a global village. The global view is nothing but the information society connected with the refurbished knowledge and recreated of the new knowledge to reach the needs of the people, mainly communities in the world. Information and communication technologies evolved, mainly computer technology. The computer technology based on the speed, accuracy, endurance, objectivity, and reliability. How best, how fast it reaches the people, one end to another end. This IT influence applications convert into the services through the communication technology. This communication technology, we already gone through the 6 and 7 units. How conventional manner and non-conventional manner of communication technology involved. Communication is a human basic need. Previously, we used to know about the science, later sound, later literature. Now, beyond it, we can see that multitasking, multi-layered, multilingual too, reaching the people, among others. The development is communication technology permit to communicate the information between people through mission instead of traditional channel. Previously used to send any communication, even pets also used. Nowadays, is the instead of that, machines are communicating among the people, area to area, and all over the globe. Data communication among people in two-way process. One person talks to the other person, listen. The same can be said of computer. It requires two machines to communicate. One mission to another mission. How the data will be transferred. Previously used to send bit to bit as a packet size. Based on the advancement of technology, now files directly transferred to the computer to computer and the network system. Maybe the intranet or internet by using a technology. And in our terminology, how the data sets are available, how the storage process is going on, we can come to know about the digital libraries too. How these communication technologies using computer for assets of information in a digital mode too. The digital libraries mainly capture and store, manipulate and distribute the information in a stored manner, and it should be understandable to end user. And also it avoids large databases in the CDs. Directly it can be stored in the server. And also it is a facilitator for the students or users to resource sharing with the network itself. It also access national and international journals as per the licensing system with mission readable technologies. And also it will be digitized, preserved documents, conversion into the text form to digital form as per the copyright permissions. Now we can see that information society. Several authors defined information society, mainly William Martin in 1988 defined information society as a society at an advanced post-industrial stage, characterized by a high degree of computerization, large volume of information, that is electronic data informatics, transmitted And also economic profile, heavily influenced by the market employment possibilities of information technology. Previously, with the muscle, we used to say as a labor. Later, technology caption changed the labor to the technician. After technician, with the information age or information society advancement, now the role of the person working towards any service change, even their profile based on the skills. So, this is the most members of society generate new knowledge based on the procedural factor. Even scientific and technological advancement taken place, even societal, as per the economic growth occurred, many people are creating new knowledge based on their own skills by utilization of the technology as well as a tool, become as a influenced information development taken place as a voluminous information coming up with a new knowledge. It allows the recreation of or creating a new knowledge society taken place. You can see that as per the United Nations, they are influenced by the controlling of all the countries. Those are members of the United Nations. Exchanging of information with the skill developed area, sharing their resources effectively among the member institutions too. Small example I can say, now United Nations influence environmental conditions of the globe, whomsoever they are damaging, based on the developed. These are all the barriers in between the grade. They are influenced to incur the amount among all the people to serve the society with the technological advancement taken place in the present knowledge society. Small example, in the energy sector, we should fire the coal to get the energy as per the use of the boilers. Industries is to run. But nowadays, this phenomenon changed into the green technology. It's a revolutionized reduce the warm or reduce the heat, reduce the greenhouse effect, chlorofluorocarbons. How can we meet the needs by these industrial revolutions too? We never to waste energy like previously, burn a lot, but now we are precising not to waste. Even we are getting energy from the waste too. We are converting energy by producing up energy from the even agriculture waste or any wastage in a garbage. With these knowledge societies, developed SDG goals to implement all over the world, each member of the society, and also they have taken as a legal action if they exploit the situation. For example, automobile industry. Nowadays we can call as a Bharat 6 stage. Why we are Bharat 6 stage? When we are combustion taken place, all the energy transform into the kinetic energy, where mobilization of the transport system is using. And also, they are minimizing usage of the natural resources, influenced in a adoption of solar technologies. Nowadays, we are experiencing in the advanced housing society become as a must in a producer own resources uses of energy as a solar tool. And also given government subsidies. If the large societies are coming forward for the make use of technology and producing energy with their own area as an alternative energy resources too. In this sector, I can say that how the information role in the society for the initially with the economic growth, now social culture development society will be interaction between the knowledge skills to reduce the burden from the food for thought to smile index. We can see that happy index, they are treating us now. Nowadays, countries are ranking how the people are living, how the quality of life established with predefined social culture and interchange at the international standards. In this, we can say Spain or Sweden is a top. Even the 3 decades back, they used to be informed regarding lakes when you are enter into that. Nowadays, even in India, we are connecting the lakes with well-connected channels, mainly attend the needs of the society with the potable water or other industrial uses too. So, is a social responsibility influenced by the highlighting United Nations, reducing the waste, and also minimize the need. We can see that the cycle, recycle, reuse, things happening everywhere. Before production taken place, is it be degradable or not? We are thinking about the small plastic waste too. These are social role of information. It implies what is the value of the particular information. With that, benefits of scientific and technical information in evaluation of new things. Information for decision making. Already last time we mentioned about that, how the decision making taken place with the available information in the organization or in the society. Small example I can tell about that National Informatics Center. It collects the information from the agriculture inputs where the paddy cultivated, how the growth of that particular crop, what is the output, the yield is coming, is it able to serve particular period of society to attend the basic needs. Otherwise, it is able to capacity to keep ready the alternate infrastructure to order to fulfill the needs of the society. A small example I can take sugarcane. Sugarcane, long is like almost 4 to 5 decades back, plenty of the sugarcane is to be cultivated. Nowadays, based on the urban growth, urban development, minimizing the cultivation, supposed to go for the international trade to get compensate our production. If we are not producing properly based on the needs of the society, we have to depend upon the other countries. With that, evaluate how it can be possible, and also exchange of the goods. Is it we have the capacity, enough capacity to purchase or not? Recently, our neighbor countries, we are observing what is the things happening there. They are unable to even purchase minimum needs by reducing the reduction of the exchange amount. If we are not amount, we have the kindness of the exchange amount, we are unable to. If we are unable, then we have to adjust, understand with the situation. It leads to fight for the food too. You will see that many scientists work in a scientific manner, how the use of information needs allows the society to enhancement of the communication among the neighbor countries and also other countries too. And also we can see that use of information, valid information to be given a value, at the same time that information, what is the use? Already we mentioned about that. In the agriculture sector, how the use of information regarding crop yield and also any damages with the diseases, check alternative to. And also growth of scientific knowledge. In this, need to put information into the use. We have the information. It should be keep the information for the use based on the requirement. Is it immediate use or is it will go for the R&D sector to recreation, re-evaluate the information for the knowledge. Role of information as a librarian, as a library information, how can we identify the needs of the society? When we are in the school education, what is the need of the teacher as well as the students at a particular school level too? When we see, go through the any research sector like rice research or oil research, there, what is the information needs of the particular scientist? For what purpose is working for that? Recently, we come across to the new research going on for the rice development of the rice culture with less usage of water with higher yields. Same similar manner in other sectors too. You can see information needs based on our users, how we are acting as a librarian in the school education or higher education or R&D sector. Or if you are information analyst working on the corporate style, what is the needs of that particular organization? If you go for the ISO sector, ISO standard agencies, how it can be visits taken place? What is the material process at that particular initial level? After the inter-audit, later external audit, then certification taken place. For this, as an information professional, you have to work on the needs of the particular organization to work. And also, nature of the information needs. Purpose. What is the nature? Is the current approach? Is the everyday approach? Exhaustive approach? Catching or brushing up approach? Based on the nature of information needs. You can see page number 217, information seeking behavior or information gathering habits. How the seeking behavior of the user? How can they find on their own or literature or stuff kept in the racks or else in the server? How they utilizing the information resources? What does the information allowing them to go? How many times they are exchanging the information with the literature? How the usage taking place? How the retrieval conditions are there? Is there any barriers with them? We have to find out the behavior of the information seeker. Maybe the user, we can say. In this is mentioned that current approach. Every activity taken place, that active worker himself abreast of the current developments up to a fair degree, not only in his specific field of the work, but also in the broad fields of interest of areas. Every time I'm telling about it as information professional, we need not to be bound only the particular area or a particular thing. Already I mentioned the national education policy going to take place. Maybe technological universities may influence to open their medical courses too, or else they're allowing medical fraternity to come and register for the technical engineering courses too. These multi-layer techniques we have to apply. We can't move from the institution to serve to other area, but we have to adopt in our own area by accessing to the based on the behavior of the information user. We can test our skills and also apply our processing areas to serve our users. Maybe school educations to advanced sector like industries as well as the R&D sectors too. How we are even catching up the approach. What are the needs? How we can collect the information? How we can be communicate when we collect the information in right manner, right time, right time. You can see that communication in the present day. Previously, we used to read only paper in the morning. There is no change in that news till 24 hours completion. But nowadays, communication not the same. Now, bit and bit, time to time, it's updating, even including the e-paper too. So, with communications, depending upon the technology. Traditionally, scientific information has been classified in the primary, second, and tertiary. Since the primary literature has been proliferated, it becomes difficult to scan the published literature. To evaluate has been used to communicate the items of primary information. But even the value of secondary literature has become so high that tertiary literature like unit class, guides, etc. become necessary from where the sources are taken place. Voluminous information is coming. Already mentioned regarding national education policy, allowed to write them on their own, not just defined in the material. They can go beyond the limitations. But there's a test for the teacher, how they can evaluate. In this sector, now information professional becomes a key role to evaluate based on their own opinion if they answered. Small example I can say regarding the Mars or regarding the spatial technology. New trends are coming. What is the thinking process of the people? How they landed? They can imagine. A small example I can tell about the school education sector. They not only school education; those are just they have given spatial. The government of India mentioned that how they build it. They'll be in a space. So what is the imagine? How they tube or into the designed oriented house in the space. The kids develop their own ideas how they can survive in the space by designing the home with the attending of the pressure. How get ready into the house, either the coming in or going out in the space. So these all thoughts will be like beyond the limitation of the thinking process. Not only the scientists can only be limitized to the design-oriented manner. Even the student come across the experiences when a fresh knowledge comes up. This, if it is work, the next level research, we are definitely going to come up with a new research area, give the path to the access to the space as a common habitat. You can see how the database in the present day communication provide information resources to the users. You can see the small figure in the types of databases. Source and reference. In the source again, numeric, textual numeric, properties, full text, even you can say multi. You can see in the reference sector like bibliograph and references. These are combined databases developed mainly in a medical sector, MLISc, even chemical abstract also we can see. These mission readable databases are bibliographic. It gives the knowledge what is going upon particular area. Even biases. Source of non-bibliographic or factored database include numeric, textual numeric, properties, and full text databases. These source databases collect the information, analyze, and keep as a package and stays with the organizations. Middlers for the medical people. You can see many databases are coming up, even like this. Full text database provide access to complete text of the documents. This is a metadata central contains the full text, statistics, and law reports. The legal information concept, same like MLISc. If there is any scientific knowledge captured, immediately it will be given to the national wherever it is. Nature, you can see many databases are coming up. This you have to purchase through only the consortium within India, or else you can tie up with the other organizations or other universities or other corporate sector to make use of our own users to the access to the R&D sector. Communication with the electronic databases. Mainly communication. Nowadays, we can't say that only the person to person. Even computer to computer. Within the computer, again, database to the user. With the advanced technology taken place. Telecommunication network influence for the online search. When the information age come up with the infrastructure development, network with the computer to computer, many computers to many computers and servers to as many among others, they can access to the system with less time. Previously used to take based on the server access. Internet path allows to that particular server networking and also based on the storage capacity of the particular server and also size of the database or file. We can see data sets are mentioned, how the database hosts are there. For example, MLISc, data network, online host, the dialog, then all gateways will be there to the EasyNet, computer communication network to the GPSs, computer modem telephone, how the users will be accessed. See the database to user. What are the parameters? What is the flow of the information we can take in place? See that advantages of adaptation of the information technology in the information communication. How we are day-to-day life, you can see that how the network is there in the mobile data as well as the internet data at the home. How we are able to attend our daily needs as well as the societal needs too. It connected the network. At the same time, disadvantage will be there with the mobile access. Mainly, the advantages will be the speed and also time, accuracy, integration too, and economy profile, capacity of the storage, and also retrieval. Mainly, these advantages are adopting new technologies. You can see that the 4G, 5G is coming up. Why the 4G, 5G are there? Because previously used the photograph black and white, later color with the bit size, now crystal clear color, and also adopting text form as well as pictorial forms. Together we are serving, including the sound too. So these applications of IT influenced of integration given the advantage to meet the user needs. And also see that application of IT. You can see previously we used to purchase the machines or purchase the computers at the library level. Small example I can tell about the library purchases. It includes the budget, not only the budget, not only the books, and also advancement of the tabs or desktops in the library with Wi-Fi connection or else network connection. Nowadays, that application of IT advanced to make use of the resources on their like PC, not the PC, the mobile can be accessed to the our OPAC. They can get their mobile not only to come to visit the library, even with the intranet or internet, they can see the resources. What are the resources available in the library? How it can be accessed? How it can be taken as an output, as a print, or make use of their projects or their research sector, research articles to take out the create a new knowledge. Nowadays, we are not having a maintenance also. If they are getting on their own laptops or own tabs, we are learning. It reduces the burden to the organization or the society to not to incur the particular purchasing of the we can keep now we can see information society. We heard about the society was category agreed already mentioned and illustrated over the years. The present society is termed as the information society. In general, it denotes transformation of the society, transformed from agrarian as a muscle power to technical, industrial, then innovative now, information age. How society could perhaps, they are also called as a scientific society and also high-tech society. Now it is a knowledge society. The best-selling American Nesbitt was of the opinion that transformation from industrial to information society began in the 1960s. Mentioned over the 4 to 5 decades back. 1960s, based on his own observation of events in the American society. Where are the advantages between the information society? It given the digital divide, where we are unable to access the particular information with the speed limitation will be there. In the 2014, the data observed only the 42% people were. Even 1960s information has come up, 70s computer version come up, 90s India adopted, even though 2014 all the internet over the world used only 42%. Now it is increased based on the advancement and also access to the knowledge as a global village. What are the characteristics of the information we are using? Mainly medical, agriculture, and also spatial databases we are accessing. It shows the advancement of the technology in our own life. It influenced contemporary to modern, not socialities. Society becomes a societal influenced things happening with the happiness, improve the happiness of the quality of life. You can see the characters of information society. Mainly, is an increased awareness of the value of information. What are the value? Why we are able to now purchase online, including the cars now. We can nowadays you can see online we can take instead of going to the particular showrooms. Already now two-wheelers are coming up for online. Based on the comparison, how the evaluating the information based on that grading, how many people have access particular literature, particular thing or a particular product. It's analyzing, giving the feedback, give the star rating. You can see the star rating for the particular product. After that, with the star rating, is it manipulated? Also evaluated by the user. Who is the best person evaluating? Based on that, the people are interested to go for the particular product or information, evaluate the things already evaluated on the particular parameters. And also recognize, already mentioning about it. What is the dependence of particular information? And information workers replacing the industrial worker and a labor. Already mentioned about the labor initially, later technical this thing. Now information workers as a service-oriented sector, how to develop the information use, how it can be attended by the information professional, mainly as a library, information professionals in the higher education sector, as well as the research and development sector too. And the transaction of the vast quantities of information, we can see that volume of information is coming up. How it will be utilized? Previously, we don't know how many people are using our own physical books. We used to write and check, analyze how the usage is there. Sometimes we may miss. Nowadays, if you go to the electronic database, how far they usable for that particular information resources and how frequently they are using and what is the purpose particular person using that particular information. It will be able to evaluate of the information needs of the society to develop our information resources, particularly on the specific subject too, based on the R relation too. It also emphasizes on the research and development activity. We used to survey only like how the information users are coming, how the behavioral aspects are there. That too in a research oriented, not a frequently. But a small example, we can see how the stock can be verified. That large number of books physically available will take like years together to go for the stock verification. But now, barcode and QR code implementation after taken place, we are able to check in a less time what is the stocks are available by going for the scanner to check as a stock verification. So this shows how the technology advancement taken place, how the research allowed to go for that enhanced manner. Information intensive products and also services communicated through the wide range of media, many of them in electronic in nature. Much taking about the future rather than current development. How easily, small example, we can say that with this present class. Previously, 2019, we don't know how it can be integrated within the part of the digital education, also distance education in a digital mode or online mode. Now we are experiencing, we are evaluating how we are able to access to the particular lesson or particular lecture series without moving or without contacting direct or physical mode. And also, we can see the enhanced services with the digital as well as online form. We can make use of PPTs and also discuss with the interaction session too. Sometimes it may be online evaluation system will be there. Recently, we can see the blended learning manner. So we have to be attentive as an information provision when we are going for the hold as a position as an information provision in any organization. Already you have completed BLIC. Maybe some people are working, others are ready to work. Some people are already working for that. So, how these characteristics of the information society capture and also serve in a better manner based on the 5 laws of library science. We should not waste the time of the information user or access into our own information resources. In the less time, the right information we have to give at the right time. And also minimize the waste. And the fresh stock to be developed. What is the need? We have to evaluate at the people as a user coming to the library. Main criteria will be check the characteristics, technological criteria, social criteria, economic criteria, political criteria, cultural criteria. This can be attend the divide of digital age. Why I'm saying digital age, some people are having this volume of information to serve the society as a user, other user. Somewhere the barriers will be there in the developing countries mainly. Underdeveloped is unable to reach definitely, but developing countries focusing to make use of technology to take it to the root level or grass level for advancement of the sharing of fruits or exchanging of ideas for the betterment of society mainly. Now, The page number 226 mentioned knowledge societies. Already mentioned that data was a major role previously, later processed information, then a skill-oriented knowledge influencing in the society. Already mentioned about the United Nations working on the free-flow of information, including the legal terminologies or medical terminologies or formal terminologies, and also access to the food, developing of the crops, saving of the earth, minimizing of the usage of fertilizer. These all influenced in the knowledge society. Previously, we didn't even thought about that the use of whatever produced crops used to market it, able to market. Now it is dividing as a organic use. If they yield developed by the less fertilizer with less use of medicines too. You can see in India, dosages of the medicine higher than the advanced countries. That's why they will minimize the medicine or a pharma called as a drug cannot be utilized in the same manner in another countries, because the whatever bugs can be controlled that particular area based on the human tendency. Mainly, you can see the rays, ultraviolet rays, directly hit into the particular countries, develop their mechanism, apply for the facial creams. Will not be the same in another country. But based on the global access to all the people, we are just simply dumping, which is not correct. When we influenced this information to the knowledge society, it can be stopped. As for the example, previously we used to use of alternate material, reduce the use of natural resources, we influenced to make use of alternate material as a plastic. At the same time, decades of usage, it became as a threat to the country or threat to the soil, threat to the society, to unable to reach their food needs, to need the basic needs of the people, food growing, I can say, crop yielding. It influenced with the maximum usage of the plastic. Now people are influencing not to use the plastic. So this becomes a knowledge society. What is the form? Purpose of purpose? Which purpose it was developed? Is it able to sustain the same need? It can be evaluated by the knowledge society. Information society giving the information, but creating new knowledge in that process. What are the parameters to be taken place? So, how we are as information professionals influenced in that particular area to create new knowledge? It should be not to be disaster, not to be damage the society. Mainly develop as a knowledge society. That's why everywhere we are calling out nowadays the knowledge society. Why is the information society to the knowledge society? Creating or evaluating new knowledge into the better life or a better manner for the human life. Ultimately, develop our happiness index. It will not be the develop the conflict. You can see minimize that they are influencing that information, voluminous information increasing. At the same time, we are creating the conflict in a less time too. But encounter this problem, you have to create analyzing the data, how it should be reduced in the less time, how faster. So we are nowadays media and communication giving, which is fake. Previously, what are the news? Now news are voluminous. Channels are growing day to day. Number is more and more. But somewhere misinformation is or disinformation. We have to communicate misinformation. We have to deactivate the particular information from the market or from the society. That disinformation taken place. information, misinformation, disinformation. Here, we have to be, as an information professional, we have to really work hard. What is the information correct? What is the information wrong? When we are a member of that particular WhatsApp group, we are almost we are same like as per the society. But as an information professionals, we have to be very alert what information required for the particular group in a particular manner, whether it is correct or wrong, we have to analyze. If it is correct, how best? See some recently one weather WhatsApp group, weather condition used to be influenced a lot. One person is giving right information like it is happening almost. So here's a given like award for the particular accurate weather information is almost I can say defeating with the even government sector too. Is meeting the standards of the societal needs. What's happening in that particular even city within the city where the exact rainfall may going to come up. A small example I mentioned that group weather condition. Somebody asked, "Is it going to rain by 5 o'clock in the city?" One guy mentioned that asked about that. Sir, you mentioned 5 o'clock. Now 5:15. There is no rain at my area. Within the less time, not the weather reporter mentioned. On the user, sir, this is raining by 5 o'clock at particular area. City means not particular, limited to particular area. He mentioned particularly north, east, south, west like. Even though within the north, it cannot be limited to particular kilometers too. So based on that, how we are able to ready to give the information to the society with the process to practice, we can say. So we have to come up with these ideas to implement slowly with our WhatsApp group only. Later, we can apply the society as an information professional. I mentioned the students. It's not only like live streaming of the class, it's also how we can serve the society. This lesson may be understandable for the writing the exams, not only for the writing the exams. In the basic needs, if you are working towards the information professional or else as a human being, how we can serve the society as a knowledge-oriented sector towards the creation of new knowledge to reduce the hurdles, to make use of happy society, we can say. And also serve with smile. Previously, food for thought. Now it is serve with smile. You can see the flow of the information based on the United Nations. So free flow of information. They are giving the what, how the access to be databases of the government resources to be open. They mentioned that international standards of information, it can be transferred. They're asking about, we can see that the recently vaccine developed by the companies able to access what are the parameters applied, how many times they evaluated, and what is the stage at the technology adopted, how many trials, field trials taken place. These are all the data allowed them to keep open for the public. So this is the information transfer influenced for the customer or the people, how they can be access to particular area. This flow of information influenced the societal changes too. Previously, the company itself not able to give the drug parameter, but nowadays giving the drug, not only the drug parameters, and also giving the drug trials to the people. How do the transform the information into the knowledge? As an information professional, we have to think about the layer between the information as well as the knowledge develops. And also I mentioned since last many times I'm telling, we have the legal information system for the customer as a legal code, how they are going to access particular information, case to case. at the judge level, at the advocate level, at the basic level of information about those who are going to file the cases as a victim as well as a both the parties, you can say. At the same time, you can see the literature. What is it going to come up and influence the target of the people? If we prepared with the knowledge of the particular information, we cannot influence wrong or misinformation can be damaged ourselves. And also, we can see that nation to nation, how it can minimize the conflicts. If they access to the knowledge-oriented sector, exchanging of information, with the minimizing the labor work or minimizing the repetition of the work taken place, then the good results going to come up. One small example I can say, reduce the travel time into that particular country based on the accessible area allowed to minimize the resources, mainly fuel needs. Small example, we used to previously not to travel on Pakistan. If some urgency, if some material to be like taken or purchasing from the country to country, it will influence the cost, how it can be incurred. It reaches to the production to end user. At the same time, how we are become as a knowledge partner. Nowadays, you can see media partner. Even now we can see that any advertisement knowledge partners will be there. Why is the knowledge partner? Because influenced with the new education or new establishment to access the needs of the society based on the particular characteristics of the organization meant for. So with this lesson, we can see information society going to come up with a knowledge-oriented society too, with the flow of information based on the organization goal. Dear students, we have 3 more minutes. If anybody wants to interact or any doubts, please unmute yourself. Go ahead for the 3 minutes interaction session. After 11:30, you can access to the another class with the link provided by the authorities. Anyone else? Please. Among it, you can open, except bro, I think you can unmute yourself. If there is a disturbance, you can mute it. Otherwise, you can unmute and access to interaction session, please. Yes, all are satisfied with my today's lesson? Kindly. Is it clear about the information society from where to where it is? Anyone else? Siri? Shall I unmute you? I'm asking for unmute. Please kindly unmute yourself. Sam, Ramya, am I right? I'm announcing the same name. Sometimes only your access to is mentioned as a name. Yes, Sam. Yeah, you can interact. Daya Darshini, you can unmute yourself. Please be interact. Okay. Only 2 minutes we have. 1 more minute. Anything else to discuss? Or else we can go next class with information policies, mainly international and national policies. We thoroughly go through the material, come with preparation I'm telling. Okay? How you can serve the society with policies. Okay? Because already class basic education, bachelor's to professional bachelor. Now we are masters in professional course. Be very flexible to talk to interactive session. This is not the, see, I'm not the teacher here. I'm the resource person to facilitate your units to discuss, not just read out or not just interact, not just only a lecture. Yes. Or else you can give the feedback. Yes. Aruna. You kindly interact because nowadays, yeah, tell me what. Hello? Any more discussions need in the information society unit? Please kindly, or else next class come with preparation. Anuradji? Is once you switch to the another link, please kindly come out of this link, please. Next class we go to start now. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.